let's just talk about how to have a conversation in today's age of the cell phone, in today's age of maybe I know my son Steven, he's in his mid 30s and he came up before the cell phone, so he knows how to talk with people. But I know a lot of young people that don't know how to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. Well, and
So
heck, I know a lot of old people that don't know how to conversations with people too, just to be fair. All right. Oh man.
so
Okay.
how do you
I,
engage? What goes on at Bullock's?
there's a golden rule. This applies in Roswell, New Mexico, or Neenah, Wisconsin,
Hmm.
or in Pecos, Texas,
Yeah,
or,
Abilene
Abilene,
or
wherever.
Nashville.
Okay.
Yep.
All over the world. The golden rule of conversations and understanding people is there is one topic that people always, always want to talk about without fail, themselves.
Me,
Now, they
the me
also,
monster.
like kind people, don't want to bring themselves up. And you'll have
Right.
plenty of people who do.
Yep.
But we all like talking about ourselves. All right, so there's golden rule number one. If you want to initiate small talk conversation that is meaningful, now I'm not talking about like, well, how's the weather out there?
Right.
We all
Right.
experience the weather. It always sucks or it's not. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
rarely a good day. So, okay, get beyond that. Talk about that person. Okay, golden rule number two, and this is the exercise that I will prescribe.
So
Ask,
ask questions. Was ask questions number
right.
one?
This is, well,
Okay.
number one is talk. We're going to talk about the person.
Yeah.
We're going to talk. The subject of our conversation will be that person. Okay. Number two, how are we going to talk about that person? With inquisitive questions. Oh, what like a great little word play there. Inquisitive questions.
Hmm.
Ask questions only
Yeah.
about that person and be interested in that person. Okay. Now, here's what normally happens in a conversation that feels like forced small talk. So, if you come in, you're the customer, I go, um, hey, Jimmy, how's it going today?
Good.
Good.
Fine.
We did a little salesy thing, got what you done. Now I'm gonna make some small talk and go. All right. So do you have kids?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got
Cool.
a son. Yep.
Great.
Steven.
Oh, I have kids too. I have two kids. And they're young kids. Yeah, it's great being a dad.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what
Love
you
being a
just
dad.
observed was Jimmy giving the shortest answer possible. He goes, yep, it is. What I just did was I listened to Jimmy. I thought, I'm going to talk about Jimmy. So I asked him, does he have kids? And he said, yes. So I checked that box. And then I heard that he has kids and I also have kids. So we have something in common. And because we have something in common, let's talk about the thing we have in common. Jimmy, you
Okay.
have a piano back there. You play instruments and a guitar?
Yes.
I have a guitar. Look, it's my guitar. Isn't this amazing? I have a guitar and you have a guitar. Come on,
Well,
guys.
now we got to talk about what kind it is and kind of pickup do you got in it and where do you play it and
Now,
yeah, everything.
this is often the conversations, and I'm exaggerating silliness of it a little bit here, but I want to point out that the first time I asked Jimmy about something and we started talking about what we have in common, he gave me very, very short answers. And that's because you stopped talking about that person, you started talking about yourself. And we start talking about ourselves, about the things we have in common, because we think that's how we're going to relate, because we're terrified, like, I got to find something that we connect on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And let me tell you, let me pull the curtain back. That is not true at all. The most fascinating conversations that you will have in life will be with people that you do not have stuff in common with. So
Okay.
let me flip the tables on this and let me show you how to go beyond that initial conversation. All right, so Jimmy, you have kids?
Yeah. Yep.
How many kids you
I
have?
got one son. His name is Steven.
Steven? How
Yeah.
old is he?
He's about 35.
Does he live nearby?
Well, right now he's living with me. But he just bought a house.
Oh, so
He's he lived around the world, and he came to move in with me for a while, me and Sharon, until he got a good job in the area, and then moving into a
and,
house soon,
and
soon
Sharon is your
enough.
wife?
Yes, Sharon is my
That's
bride.
cool. That's cool. So he's kind of in transition, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So his
yep.
house is nearby. That's awesome. I'm sure it feels nice to have your son nearby.
Listen, I mean, the kid was in Turkey, he was in Spain, he was all over the world, and our biggest prayer was just get him in the state, you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
And then, okay, maybe the area code, or maybe the zip code. And so all of our prayers have been answered, by the way.
There you go. Good for you,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Now, all of that was unscripted. It was very honest. I knew all that about Jimmy, but he didn't know I was going to ask that.
Right.
Here's here's what I just did. Instead of just asking a question about the client to turn the conversation on them, that was golden rule number one. I went to number two, which is keep asking inquisitive questions. Now, I've done this a long time. I was trained in counseling, which is largely to do with this. So let's just take basics because this is a skill that you develop.
Yeah.
When you hear the person answering your first question, trying to relate to something, listen to them and think about, that's interesting. What else don't I know about this person? What else can
Mm.
I ask that I don't know
Oh,
about this
yeah.
person?
Yeah.
Right? So I asked about your son. I asked, well, how old is he? I didn't know that. I asked, well, where is he? I didn't know that. And you tell me. And in the course of telling me, you tell me his life, a bit of his life story, where he's at, where he's going, that you have a wife. I found out your wife's name. And if you're paying attention as a salesperson, you have just learned that can go in the file, Jimmy's wife's name, and he has a son, and here's what's happening. I can put that in the notes so that if I followed up with Jimmy, I know where I left off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And at no point in that did I ever have to talk about my kids. Unless he
Exactly.
wanted to ask, he could ask.
Sure.
But
Sure.
but that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get a little bit deeper in conversation. So golden rule number one, people love to talk about themselves. Golden rule number two, keep asking inquisitive questions about that person. And I'll make a brief comment about number three, because this is a whole nother series of trainings. Number three is hang out on a feeling. Hang out on a feeling. I asked you, you must feel happy that he's with you nearby.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
lit up. Oh my God, yeah, I'm so glad he was gone for so
Sure.
long and now he's back. Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah.
Hang out on that, right? And the person will leave remembering how you made them feel. Even if it was like a negative emotion, like, oh, my son's leaving home and I'm not going to see him for a long time. That must be
Right.
difficult. And they go, yeah, it's hard. I'm gonna be an empty nester for real.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna leave going, that person took the time to actually listen to my feelings.
Yeah.
That felt good. Hang out on
Love
the
it.
feeling and don't be afraid of it. All right,
Love it.
so golden rule number one, talk about them. Two, ask inquisitive questions. Three, hang out on the feeling. And the exercise you can do to practice this is with each other, right? Subliminally, as you all are watching this video. Don't do it when you hang up the video because y'all will be primed for this. But at some point during the day, go to your colleague and start asking them a question about something you don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, so what have you been watching on TV? I've been watching this. Keep
Yeah.
asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh, and then about 5 or 6 questions in, they're just rambling and talking about their hobbies and the TV, and then they're going to go,
Sure.
you did the
Sure.
thing from the video, didn't you? And you're going to go, yeah, I did. And that's
But
how
that's
it's done.
okay.
That's okay.
That's
That's how it's
okay.
done.
I love that. I love that. And you don't, and this isn't a linear thing where it's got to happen before you start selling jewelry. Sorry. Um, it should happen very naturally, and it should happen at a time when I was talking about the gentleman that bought the $2,900 necklace as an add-on to the $900 pair of studs. We were talking about olive burgers at a restaurant in Winneconne, 10 miles away, and and that was all happening while Catherine was wrapping the first gift. So again, this is not linear. It does don't worry about when this is going to happen, because if you're worrying about when that's going to happen, it's gonna come off wrong.
Can I tell you a
Right.
quick story?
Yeah.
Something funny for everyone to listen to. Hopefully it's funny. Um, but I use this. So this is a great way to develop relationships. It's great for diffusing conversations. I'll prime this story with this. When you ask questions, make them authentic. If you're asking questions just because you want to sound like you're actually interested, but you're not, people will smell that a mile away, and they will hate that. It'll feel so inauthentic. Got to actually be interested. Okay. So I had a situation yesterday, a rare one that I actually had to get pulled onto the floor to take care of. Right. So I'm an absentee owner for the most part. When I'm pulled on the floor for one of these, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's an
And
issue.
let me say this: it wasn't an issue that we did anything wrong. Okay.
Right.
It was an issue that the client may have been discovering in the moment, as we were discovering, that her partner may be having an affair or breaking up with her. Okay, this is happening.
Wow.
We're all figuring this out together in the store,
Yeah.
piecing it together, and we're like, and we're kind of the ones that have to bring the news. This isn't good. And so I remember talking to her, and I'm like, okay, this is what happened. This is what I can tell you. I can't tell you more than that because I don't know. And of course, she's like not in a great headspace with that. Don't
Sure.
blame her at all.
Right.
And I'm just like, and it's just a silence. The conversation's been had. We've moved on. And I looked down at her shoes, and they were really cool shoes. I mean, they really were. I really thought they were cool. And I said, by the way, those shoes are awesome. And she goes, oh, thank you. I go, yeah, I don't mean to change the subject, but where'd you get those shoes? And she tells me, and we start having conversation. By the time we leave, and I'm listening to her tell me the story of these shoes, I could tell on her face, hey, thank you for the sensitivity. I'm
Right.
not trying to derail the subject, but thank you for not
Yeah.
being,
Sure.
this could have gone worse for her
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
moment. And hopefully it didn't. So I just want to bring that up in that if you're genuine with your questions, I really genuinely did that to change subjects a little bit, but also because I genuinely liked her shoes and I wanted her to leave feeling better than when
A
she
little
came in.
bit better. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
like we're cool is what she really needed to hear from me.
Yeah. But you
And
know
she,
what's neat about that? What's neat about that is there was a subliminal message in there that life goes on. And you know what? You got cool shoes. So, you're set
yeah,
to go. Yeah, that's, I mean that seriously. I don't mean that as a joke. I mean, yes, there are other things to think about in this
yeah.
moment.
But don't
So,
take that and think that I'm belittling the situation. That was one where, with time and experience and relationship, you just read a situation and I need to spend time talking about the conversation and not about the sale. Because we were
yeah.
talking about the sale, we were talking about the issues with the sale, and we could beat that dead horse forever,
Yeah. Yeah.
but let's not. So,
Yeah.
anyways, okay, so there's my lesson. You put me
I'm
on
going to
the
use
spot.
this. I'm going to use this on airplanes. I mean, normally I put my earbuds in and check out, but if I need to, I'm going to use this on airplanes,
Yeah.
airports, name it, you name it. This is beautiful. I love this. Thank you, Kyle.
Have fun, everybody, and have fun asking each other questions throughout the day and then catching each other like, you got me. Have good conversations, guys. Have
Be
fun with it.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
be
All right.
amazing.
See ya.